Hillary Clinton was on a campaign road trip deep into the U.S. heartland April 13 after launching her bid to become the first woman to win the White House with a pledge to champion everyday Americans. With an eye to putting behind her the jet-set image of a former First Lady, Secretary of State and Global Charity Director, Clinton boarded a simple minivan as she headed from New York to Iowa. A few hours into the surprise 1,000-mile, 1,600-kilometer, journey, the 67-year-old Democrat tweeted a picture of herself meeting a family at a Pennsylvania gas station. When Hillary first told us that she was ready to hit the road for Iowa, we looked at her and said, "Seriously?" And she said, "Seriously," senior aide Huma Abedin said. This was her idea and she has been really excited about it. "We've been driving for a good part of today," she added, in a conference call April 12 from the road for supporters and reporters. Long assumed to be the frontrunner for her Democratic Party's presidential nomination for the 2016 race, Clinton's formal entry unleashed her formidable fundraising machine and social media operation. Clinton, who lost the Democratic nomination to Barack Obama in 2008, put an end to the pantomime surrounding the worst-kept secret in U.S. politics by posting an ad on her new Facebook page and website and sending links to her 3 million Twitter followers. "I'm running for president," a beaming Clinton said in a slickly produced video that went viral. "Everyday Americans need a champion and I want to be that champion." The 2-minute clip featured upbeat middle-class families from a variety of backgrounds sharing their aspirations. Her campaign said Clinton will spend the next 6 to 8 weeks building a grassroots organization and engaging directly with voters. Her first major rally and the speech that kicks off her campaign is not expected until May, but Clinton's road trip, the van, has reportedly been nicknamed Scooby, from the classic cartoon, will take her to meet small groups of voters in Iowa. Road trip. Loaded the van and set off for Iowa. Met a great family when we stopped this afternoon. Many more to come. She tweeted. In Iowa, the first state to vote in an election year, Clinton will talk about how to make the economy work so everyday Americans and their families can actually get ahead and stay ahead. "We can't take anything for granted and we'll have to fight really hard for every single vote, and that obviously starts in the primaries," said campaign manager Robbie Mook. Hillary got into this race to fight for everyday Americans. Confirmation she is running will trigger a donation deluge from supporters who have long waited for her to officially enter the race. But it also sparked a fierce Republican response. The Republican National Committee said Clinton has left a trail of secrecy, scandal, and failed policies that can't be erased from voters' minds. "We must do better than Hillary," tweeted former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, a likely Republican opponent, foreshadowing the intense back and forth expected to play out on social media in the run-up to the November 2016 election. Clinton's campaign in waiting has quietly organized for months, bringing on key staffers and advisors, plotting outreach operations and strategizing. On April 11, she earned praise from Obama, who said she would make an excellent president. But experts warn she will have to tread a fine line in how closely she aligns herself with the incumbent, whose approval ratings have lingered below 50% for 2 years. The soft rollout of folksy but upbeat video, low-key small gatherings with heartland voters marks a deviation from the Clinton-incorporated juggernaut that ultimately failed in 2008. The one-time senator and wife of former President Bill Clinton leads opinion polls among Democrats, some 60% of whom say they would vote for her in the primaries, according to website Clear Politics. A humble approach may ease doubts about Clinton raised in recent weeks, after it was revealed she used a private email account while Secretary of State from 2009 to 2013 and that her family's charitable foundation accepted millions of dollars from foreign governments. Shortly after the campaign launch, Clinton left the board of the family foundation led by her husband. But she will have to brace for uncomfortable questions from voters about not just the policy issues but the various scandals in the Clintons' past. Clinton, who has been at the coalface of American politics for a quarter century, has endured heavy criticism from Republicans, and launching her campaign gives her a platform to counter their punches. Senator Rand Paul, who announced last week he is running for president, released what is perhaps the first attack ad of the 2016 cycle, saying Clinton represents the worst of the Washington machine, the arrogance of power, corruption and cover-up, conflicts of interest and failed leadership with tragic consequences. Conservative Senator Ted Cruz made a splashy presidential campaign launch last month, while fellow Senate Republican Marco Rubio is scheduled to make his own all-but-certain campaign declaration April 13. Clinton, who has highlighted her status as a new grandmother, leads against her GOP rivals in nearly all polls, but famed political prognosticator Nate Silver called the 2016 election a toss-up.